As I start a new 1.19 Minecraft world, the first thing I do is go over and mine some trees. Because who doesn't mine trees to start their Minecraft world? It's a pretty basic first step. After mining some trees, I finally have enough wood for a crafting table, and I make my first wood tools. With my incompetent crafting skills. After I craft some tools, I run into one of the rarest biomes in the game, the mangrove swamp, where I pick up a mangrove sapling, I think, and I continue on my journey. I headed to a village where I think this grindstone house is a blacksmith, but it actually ends up not being a blacksmith. It's just a grindstone house. I loot the chest and receive 2 iron and 4 apples. Pretty decent. I go through the rest of the village as I find some sheep, which I head over to and kill for their wool so I can make a bed. I still need one more piece of white wool though because the wool isn't complete. I also grabbed some hay bales because I will need those as well for a parkour clutch. After I find a decent spot to set up for camp, I start to mine some stone so I can receive my stone tools. After I mine stone for a bit, I receive enough stones so that I can make a stone pickaxe and a stone axe, using my incompetent crafting skills again. I grab some more stones so that I can make a furnace, so that I can cook my food because my character is starting to get mighty hungry. I also place the bed that I got with the last piece of wool. As I only have one piece of coal, I cook the least amount of pork chop, least amount of food that I have, and I craft a stone shovel so that I could bridge over here and get some more coal for my furnace. As I mine the last vein of coal, I realize that it's starting to turn night. So I don't mine the whole vein of coal, I mine most of it, though. I run back to my camp area, ready for after the first day of in the Minecraft world. I collect my pork chops from my furnace, and I sleep. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is craft some torches so that I could go mining and achieve our goal of going to get diamonds. I make 40 torches, which should be enough, and I head back to the village that I haven't looted completely yet. So I go into all the village houses and loot all the village houses. But also, I would like to trap the villagers so it would make it easier for trading. I grabbed some dirt so that I could trap the villagers inside their house, and here we go. first villager is in this really big two-door house, and I mine down both of his doors and place the dirt so that he can't escape. He also has a chest in his house, which I can conveniently receive a couple pieces of bread. I was gonna take his stone block as well, but then I ended up not taking it. One villager trapped, 4 to go. I exit his house by breaking 2 pieces of dirt and then replacing it immediately so he can't escape. The next 2 villagers are in the same house beside each other, but I also grab a belt just in case they need a bit more encouragement to go in their house. I find the next house and I get even more bread. And I meet the second villager, which is in this house. He's already in his house occupied with his brewing stand, so I just decided to block off his door. 2 out of 4 villagers trapped. The next one is right beside him, and he's another brewing stand guy. He just entered his house, but he doesn't realize that he'll never exit his house again. He almost escapes, but I push him in time and place the blocks. 3 to 4 villagers trapped. The last villager is in this cartography house that I didn't even see before. But when I walked up to his house and heard some villager noises, then I went in. So I broke his door, and then I went to place the blocks, but he escaped. I also looted his chest, which gave me some bread, some paper, and a compass. I tried to place the blocks again, but then he escaped again. He was being very annoying. But then I finally trapped him. All villagers are now trapped. Now time to get the iron golem for his iron. After chasing the iron golem around for a bit, I finally receive my 5 pieces of iron. And I go back to camp so that I can finally craft an iron pickaxe. While I'm running back to camp, I also find this giant ruin portal in this like little cave area. So I'm gonna explore that later once I craft my pickaxe and my shield and my bucket. I get my sticks and the rest of my iron, and I craft my first iron pickaxe. And then I go back and I craft a bucket. After getting some wood, I craft a bucket and a shield. I grab my iron from the chest and start to craft. My competent crafting skills come into play again, as I'm really terrible at crafting this shield recipe. But I figure it out and I craft my first shield. Next, I grab the 3 pieces of iron and make a bucket. I equip my shield and immediately go to a water source so I can fill my bucket. After I fill my water bucket, I decide to explore this giant ruin portal that generated here. So I do 1 water bucket clutch, and then a second. After I do both water bucket clutches, I realize that I should probably put water on on this lava in the center here, because I will probably fall in it and die. I open the chest to receive Frostwalker 2 gold boots, Protection 2 gold boots, 6 pieces of flint, efficiency gold shovel, 2 pieces of obsidian, and a flint and steel. It's a pretty good drop, and I probably don't have to go mine for obsidian because of how much obsidian is on this portal. Also, I got Frostwalker 2 boots, which I didn't even know you could get from ruin portal chests. So, instinctively, I immediately put them on and ran on the water. I failed the first time, but the second time, it was successful. And honestly, guys, this is probably the coolest thing I've done in Minecraft, and this is really fun, other than second to flying with an elytra. This was extremely cool experience walking on the water with the Frostwalker boots. I probably will never use them again, but I thought it was really cool. I return back to shore and I head off. I put my projectile protection 4 boots back on, and I head off to bed. It's day 3 now in the world, and my goal is to find diamonds, but I haven't gone to a cave. So that's what I do today. After searching for 20 minutes, I finally found a cave, which I explore. I see that the cave is super deep, so I'm gonna need some resource blocks so that I can get down there. After getting the blocks, I pillar over this water and I start to find a way to get down there. I look to the right, but nothing really seems to be easy. So I look to the left and there's this little block in the center, which I instinctively mine and fall down. Luckily there was no mobs there that could finish me off. But there was an advantage to falling down there, as I do find some iron. I continue exploring the cave, and there really isn't much here. But I do find this little pocket cave area with this creeper, which I must battle to the death. After a victorious battle with the creeper, I decide to explore this catacomb area, but then immediately regret it, because I'm probably going to get lost in there. So I keep going, so I go this way to find some coal. I was going to go past the lava, but then I realized I'd probably run out of torches, so I didn't do it. Then I mine the rest of the coal in the vein. Once I see that there is no more coal, I continue exploring the cave, going deeper and deeper. I find this zombie, and I must battle it to the death. Again. After a very hard-fought battle, I decisively defeat the zombie, and it is perished. And I get to the bottom of the cave, and there are no diamonds. Saddened, I go into a corner and check what level I'm at. And I'm at negative 41, and there was no diamonds in the whole cave. I head into a corner, and that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and ciao. See you guys next time.